My friends, can you guess what is my destination now? Yes, you have got right. Now I am going to the residence of great female freedom fighter of Bengal as well as India, Matangini Hajra. Now I have got down on the Mechida platform of Purbo Medinipur in West Bengal of India. My friends, now I have got down on the platform of Mechida railway station, and see, this is the beautiful railway station in Purbo Medinipur of West Bengal in India. Now I am showing you the all-round area of Mecheda railway station in Purbo Medinipur of West Bengal in India. My friends, this is the over bridge of Mecheda railway station in Purbo Medinipur of West Bengal in India. This bridge you will have to follow to go to Mecheda bus stand. From Mecheda bus stand you will have to board of the bus which will be going to Holdia via Tamluk from Mecheda bus stand. My friends, now from Mecheda Central bus stand I shall board of the bus which will go to Holdia via Tamluk and Chaitanapur, and I shall get down at Kaktiya. My friends, it is just a matter of time to reach Kaktiya from Mecheda railway station. My friends, right now I am in Kaktiya Bazar, from where I shall take Toto for the residence of Matangini Hajra. My friends, now I am going from Kaktiya Bazar to Krishnaganj, where Matangini Hajra was staying before marriage, and the Toto fare is rupees only 10. My friends, after getting down in Krishnaganj, now I am going to Hogla, where respected freedom fighter of India, Matangini Hajra, was born. My friends, this is the Hogla village of Kaktiya Bazar in Tamluk of Purbo Medinipur in present West Bengal of India. See, Matangini Hajra, her statue has been established here, and in this village she was born, and she was before her marriage Matangini Maiti. My friends, now we are going to the place where she took her birth exactly. The place where she took her birth, and that room, that area, Matangini Hajra took her birth. Before marriage, she was Matangini Maiti, and after marriage, she was popularly known as Matangini Hajra. Really lovely. This is the good picture to all of us. My friends, this is Hogla village, and this is the exact place of Hogla where respected female freedom fighter of Bengal as well as India. Matangini Hazra was born and she is our respected female freedom fighter Matangini Hazra, and as it is her birthplace, so before her marriage she was Matangini Mighty. My friends, this is the auspicious area, this is the auspicious time, this is the auspicious venue where I have visited the birthplace of respected female freedom fighter of Bengal as well as India, Matangini Hazra and Matangini Mighty. My friends, this is Kalinan near to Kaktia Bazar of Purbo Medinipur of West Bengal in India, where Matangini Mighty was married with Trilochan Hazra, and after her marriage Matangini Mighty was named as Matangini Hazra, the great female freedom fighter of Bengal as well as India. In this Alinan village, this is the residence of Trilochan Hazra, with whom Matangini Mighty was married. Matangini Hazra was an extraordinary woman and an Indian revolutionary who was devoted to the cause of country's freedom from British rule. Like Mahatma Gandhi, her frail body did not deter her from being an inspiring force in the freedom movement, and she was so influenced by Gandhiji's belief that she earned the name Gandhi Bodi, the old Gandhian woman. My friends, in this Alinan village, one museum is built in her name, and now I am entering in the museum of Matangini Hazra. My friends, little is known about Matangini Hazra's early life, except that she was born in the village of Hogla near Tamluk in present state of West Bengal in the year of 1869. She did not acquire a formal education as she was daughter of poor peasant. In Alinan village, at the age of 11, she was married with Trilochan Hazra, whose age was 60. After 6 years of marriage, she became widow at the age of 18. She then returned to her Hogla village and devoted her time and energy to helping people in her community. My friends, in the early 1900s, the nationalist movement began to gain momentum across the subcontinent as Gandhiji himself crisscrossed across the region, raising awareness and inspiring the countrymen to join the freedom fight. In the year of 1905, Gandhi Bodi of Medinipur became actively involved in the Indian independence struggle. It is said that the participation of women in the liberation struggle from this region was significant. My friends, she participated in non-cooperational movement in 1932 and was arrested for her role in the Satyagraha movement. Though she was quickly released, but she persisted with the demand that the salt tax needed to be repealed. She was arrested again and imprisoned in Baharampur for 6 months. In the year of 1933, she was hurt with police baton charge after attending a subdivisional Congress convention in Srirampur. Such was her determination that she remained resolute in her fight despite her strong effort on numerous times. My friends, Matangini Hazra has been described as a passionate supporter of independence. In an incident that dates back to 1933, where one afternoon in the extreme heat, Matangini was part of Freedom March that was held on district capital. The destination was the palace of governor who himself stood resolute on his balcony observing the march as though it were the cricket match or some native ritual going on. My friends, Matangini marched in this parade vanguard, holding the freedom flag high. As they approached closer to the governor's balcony, she suddenly broke through the cordon, evading soldiers and brandishing her banner, shouting, "Go back, Lord Sahib." Matangini Hazra was beaten up by British police for this daring act. My friends, her fearlessness and spirited action were at the forefront when on 29th September 1942, 73 years old Matangini Hazra led a large procession of around 6,000 protesters, mostly women, to take over the Tamluk police station from British authorities. The police tried to stop the march, and amidst the mayhem that ensued, Matangini Hazra appeared to the police force to refraining from shooting at the protesters. Her pleas went unheard, and she was brazenly shot in thrice. She continued marching till she collapsed and died. My friends, Matangini Hazra's martyrdom did not go in vain. Her contribution to the country freedom to which she dedicated her entire life has not been forgotten. She was the first woman revolutionary to have her statue erected in Kolkata Maidan in the year of 1977. As a tribute, several schools, neighborhoods, and roads including significant street called Hajra Road in Kolkata, have been named after her. Matangini Hajra was one of those women from humble background who has left her footprints in the annals of India's freedom struggle. My friends, all of you know very well that right now I am from the Museum of Matangini Hajra. My friends, I am showing you all the goods and commodities had been used by Matangini Hajra. Really, this is the great time for me. Really, it is the high time for all of us that we are getting to know the goods, commodities and articles used by Matangini Hajra. My friends, see, the Indian stamp was made in the name of Matangini Hajra, and this is her dead body. I mean, on 29th September 1942, she was shot by British police. My friends, this situation, this time, I cannot stop my tears. She left us, but wherever she will be, we all Indians want that she will be sleeping very peacefully. Matangini Hajra. My friends, today since morning I have taken my decision to visit Hogla of Kaktiya Bazar of Purbo Medinipur in West Bengal of India, where Matangini Maiti was born. But today since morning I have also taken my decision to visit Alinan, where Matangini Maiti was married with Trilochan Hajra, and after her marriage, Matangini Maiti was known as Matangini Hajra. My friends, right now I am in the Museum of Matangini Hajra located in Alinan of Kaktiya Bazar of Purbo Medinipur in West Bengal of India. My friends, still I cut my nail. How it was possible for Matangini Hajra? This is the great time for me to remember her contribution for India's independence. Maybe she is no more with us, but still we salute her great contribution for India's independence. My friends, thank you.